Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing good. It's a beautiful late evening where I live. It is raining, and it's that type of spring rain weather, and it's just inviting all of us to kind of go back in and look within. There is something about looking within, and a big message that just came out was I feel like, and this is so specific. You see through stuff, like something in the past you were like a fan of, you were celebrating, even if it was a person, if it was a hobby, if it whatever it was. I feel like you see through it because somebody was faking something. Somebody was in a position or something was something that it wasn't. I don't know how to explain that. And you're kind of looking through it. You can see the truth. There is some truth coming up about the person, about something in your life that isn't actually the way it's sold out for you to be. Like a truth. You know a truth. I don't feel like it's gonna be a loud thing. I don't feel like it's something you're gonna confront somebody with. I'm just saying there is something you can see through and you can see the real colors and it's going to change your perspective. I don't think it's going to be a really big, loud thing. Oh my god, I was shuffling the cards while a card just wanted to come out, which is the Six of Wands in reverse. So the Six of Wands in reverse is something about being cautious about some news that you won't be that happy about, to be quite honest. And it's so weird that I'm saying that and then I'm sitting on the bed right now. I'm in my sleeping room. I actually do it in another room today. I felt like doing it here, so I can't hear when the card is falling out. And I was saying that, and then I saw the Six of Wands, which is really interesting to me. Okay, let me take a look at this. So this is kind of like a lack of recognition. That's the situation you've been in. If we look at this, and I want to be like, okay, what is going on? There has been in the past. Let me get this out. I want to clarify. Okay, it got clarified with the Black Cat energy card 1, which is independence. Okay, there has been in the past a big failure for you, or it felt like you did something, you didn't get the rewards, and it was like a lack of recognition, like you didn't get the recognitions of it. I tried to get like an oracle card, and the Black Cat and the lavender came out for independence. Okay, so I just had to pick this clarifier card, and there is something about cats being really independent and being really smart, and there's something about lavender which is really calming. But there's also the association with lavender that stands for mistrust. So I wanted to get this card to clarify the situation with the Six of Wands, and it actually says that you gotta look within. Okay, there is a topic of imbalance and insecurity you had in the past, so don't lead with the fear. Okay, don't lead in fear, and try to think as an independent cat. Okay, try to have this trust in yourself. Even if cats walk on a really thin surface, they still are really elegant, they're really independent. So I feel like there's a lack of trusting yourself and a lack of inner balance in the past that just maybe had as a thing within it the lack of recognition. Okay, and maybe it also has something to do that I'm talking to a person or a collective that had that thought. If I think about the cat, the independence, and the Six of Wands reversed, that you always had to do everything alone because it was very important to you to be independent, okay? That's how I feel with this Black Cat energy in these two cards. There was something that was really important to you, because I think there is a person, if we see a Black Cat, I think they're not easy. They don't trust everyone. Like, maybe you got hurted and you were like, no, now I'm doing it myself. If I can't trust anyone, I'm doing it myself. And I feel like that's the past situation. There's a past situation. Let's go. Oh my God. The Tower. The Tower. The Tower is our present situation. So I feel like this whole situation, you know, had to go down. It had to burn off. Whatever happened, whatever you tried to do, it didn't work. So with the Tower, I feel like it has been, or it is still, I don't see the, okay, let me tell you this. I don't see the Tower as a bad card at all. In fact, which is really weird, and I'm not sure why, it is one of my favorite cards, because I always knew in past situation of my life, when I picked the Tower, when I was in a Tower situation, I exactly know what Tower situation in my life were and how I felt. I can tell you that it is not easy, and I feel like the person I'm talking to, you're still in it. You might be almost out of it, but I know that the situation itself, it isn't easy, but I also know that the cards and the cards get turned new. The tables are turned, however you want to say that. You get a new deck of cards after the Tower. So the Tower is unnecessarily. You can't, it's, no, not unnecessary. I don't know why I said that. It's necessary. That's what I mean. It's unnecessary to avoid. You can't avoid it. Often the Tower is in a situation, I feel like in the situation we talked about before with this Six of Wands and the Independence. I feel like sometimes the Tower, I feel like before the Tower, there's this energy of somebody being handcuffed and not doing anything. Somebody that is afraid of change, somebody that is stuck in a situation, and then the Tower needs to come in and it's washing everything off. So I feel like, I don't know if you realized or not, but that's exactly the situation you might be in right now. So let's see where it's leading. Let's see where it's leading. I got the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay. That's crazy. The Ten of Swords in reverse. So I feel like this is the Ten of Swords is the rock bottom card, okay? And it is an ending, a complete ending. Seeing this in reverse is still an ending for me, but also a new beginning, okay? So you've gone through it. You've gone through it. I definitely want to take a oracle card too, to just make sure you guys know what I'm talking about. Oh my gosh. Bestimmung. This is your faith. This is not just happening for... This is destiny. Whatever happened to you, how bad it hurted, or it still does, or you're grieving for the past or whatever, and you're asking yourself, this is for the ones asking yourself, like, how does it all make sense? This is destiny. This is your calling. Like, I got Aries energy. Not sure why. There's really strong Aries, really strong fiery energy coming in. This is not just happened to you because it happened. This is putting you... This is okay, with the Devil coming out. This is a whole new reset. And I feel like you're coming from a place with the Devil, maybe of materialism or bad habits or envy, whatever it was. I feel like this had to happen, and it's putting you in a new place. Okay, but it is ending after ending after ending. This is not easy, okay? And then we got the Seven of Swords out, okay? So the Seven of Swords is a betrayal. A kind of juggling, muggling, a thief, a betrayal. So I feel like somebody was betraying you. Also in this whole situation, I feel like there's another person coming in, and this is really pretty much for me going back to the beginning with what I said, you seeing through things, because somebody, now it's clear, betrayed you, wasn't honest. And I feel like maybe it is right now the realization that you have after going through all these changes. Now you can see through things and see them in their real colors. Or maybe it's also that on the beginning you see there was realization and everything changed for you. It could be in both ways. It's a really strong energy. This is, what card of this? This is the Eight of Wands. So there's the Eight of Wands is quick. The Eight of Wands is changes. Okay, but it's in reverse, so it might be that everything might take time. This isn't, I'm sorry to say, because I know how humans are, and I know you want me to say this is gonna be quick, this is gonna be so new and quick changes, action, speed, whatever. But I feel like this is fate. So this is gonna take time. It's gonna take its time. There are so many cards just coming out. I can't take them all. Let's get this one. I can't take them all. Which one is it? Sometimes I can't read the numbers. So this is the 9. Okay, when it's before it's, you gotta take it off. So it's the 9. This is actually the 9 of Cups, and I feel like this is kind of what you're walking through. Okay, so I feel like if I see how even I put the cards out, there's all the situation we talked about and what you are going through still, and all these changes. And now with the Eight of Wands in reverse, it's kind of a slow process, but where you're going with the process is the 9 of Cups. So you're slowly walking into this wish come true energy. You know, the 9s are always, I feel like for me, something you've learned. The 9 is the wisdom, so you let go of it. And this is the wish come true. Oh my god, and there's the owl coming out with wisdom. This is crazy. There's the owl just coming out with wisdom. So this couldn't be more true. There's something about this whole journey that made you a lot wiser. It made you a lot wiser, and it will take you to new opportunities. Productivity with the B may be significant for you. And the down-to-earthness because of gravity. You've been really brave to go on this way. You've been really, really brave, and you're still so down to earth. This thing made you a lot stronger because it is faith. This is not just happening to someone. There's something about you that makes you really special, and I feel like you develop new skills. And as I said, you looked through something. So keep on going, even if the situation right now might be a little bit difficult. You deserve the best, let me tell you that. I wish you guys the best. That's all I have for today. Have soon a nice weekend, and I hear you soon. Bye bye.